We are live. Greetings, my brothers and sisters, wherever you are in Nigeria, outside Nigeria. I bring you warm greetings here from Jefferson City, Missouri. I say greetings and greetings. Welcome to the show, Nigerian Constitution and Your Rights. Nigerian Constitution, Know Your Rights. There's a show every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time or 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time or 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. So I welcome you all to the show. If you're joining, like the show, share, and invite more of your friends and family and your neighbors to join the show so that we can learn together, so that we can enrich ourselves conversationally about the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So comment, feel free to comment, feel free to send your questions, feel free to add to the conversation. The comment section is visible for you to comment, either via Facebook, or via YouTube, or via Twitter. So keep the comments coming, keep your messages coming, and keep liking and sharing whatever platform you are viewing this show from. And we greatly appreciate it. Thank you, and welcome to the show. Once again, I am your humble host, anchor, Edmond, Ikeh. And today's conversation is a continuation of the series that we started weeks ago, covering the 14 fundamental rights of Nigerians. We mentioned the Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 1999, as amended, contains 14 fundamental rights of Nigerians. And these 14 fundamental rights span from Section 33 of the Constitution to Section 46 of the Constitution. We have covered about Section 33, Section 34, 35, 36, 37, and today we are covering Section 38 of Chapter 4, 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. And I hope you have been part of this so far for the past weeks, and I hope you're going to continue until we finish all 14 fundamental rights. All right, so today we're focusing on Section 38, which is focused on your freedom of expression, and so that's why I say, come, let's learn how to stand up for your rights and live freely, because you cannot live freely, you cannot stand up for your rights if you don't know where you can find your right, if you don't know what the Constitution says about your right, if you don't know the detail of how your right is truly protected. So that's why we are here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. 9 p.m. Nigerian time, we are here every Tuesday. Or if you're in central US areas, so central time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. So please share, and let's converse. Share, let's converse. So let me see if anyone have commented so far. All right. Rita English, always regular to the show. Thank you for your consistency in participating in the show. And Rita says, good evening all. It's nice to be here today for more learning. Yes, learning is a must. We have to learn to stand for our rights. And we cannot stand for our rights if we don't even know we have certain rights. So that's why we are here every Tuesday. I'm supposed to have 2 guests today, but it's unfortunately last minute. It seems they may not make it, or they may make it, so we'll see as the show goes. And you have me. I'm here consistently every Tuesday. I'm not going anywhere. So let's learn. Please ask your question. Before we delve into the constitution proper, before we delve into the discussion proper, I'll read the parts of the Constitution we're going to focus on, then we'll continue from there. So as I said, we're focusing on section 38, which is found under chapter 4 of the Constitution. And it says, every person shall be entitled to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, including freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom either alone or in community with others, and in public or in private, to manifest and propagate his religion or belief in worship, teaching, practice, and observance. And no person attending any place of education shall be required to receive religious instruction or to take part in or attend any religious ceremony or observation if such instruction, ceremony, or observation relate to a religion other than his own or her own, or religion not approved by his parent or guardian. So no religious community or denomination shall be prevented from providing religious instruction for pupils of that community or denomination in any place of education maintained wholly by that community or denomination. The nothing section shall entitle any person to take part in the activity or be a member of a secret society. And that is section 38 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So you've heard it. That is what our discussion is going to be based upon today. I wish the learned individuals, lawyers practicing in Nigeria were here to answer our pertinent questions. But with that being said, the show must go on. The show must go on, and we're here to learn. Are you ready to learn, my brothers and sisters? Are you ready to learn? You're right. If you're ready, please don't learn alone. Invite people, share, so that we can learn together. Share, so that we can learn together and educate one another and learn how to stand for our right, because it's very important. It's important to stand for our right. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick break now.
This is a community called Lara Community in Moro Local Government area of Kwara State, Nigeria. This is their source of water supply. They drink from the pond like drinking from the gutter. They drink from the same pond with goats, with cattle, and with dogs. They take the water home to take their bath, to cook, and to drink. Sometimes they put alum before they could drink. Is this permissible in the 21st century? These people need our help. Please, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria is calling on you to join us to drill a water borehole for these people. Let us do this. It is possible. This must not be allowed to continue. No. No. No.
For that program by sending into the account you can see on your screen. As a support water project at Arodo Community, Moro Local Government of Kwara State via the account details Rita Ajejiwe, UBA Bank account number 20320122464. And in your memo section, write water 2020. 2022, water 2022. And at the end of the project, the GCSDN, the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, is going to publish the detail of that project so that people will know that the money they donated was used for what it was donated for. Thank you very much. I should continue to support the initiative and continue to support the project. We appreciate you, and God bless you richly. God bless you richly. So before I went for a short break, I read the part of the Constitution we're supposed to be talking about. You as a Nigerian, every person living in Nigeria have freedom of thought, religion, conscience. So you're free to to think as a person, as an individual, because we are all individual and we have our thoughts. You're free to express yourself, like whatever you think. If you think something is going on wrong, if you see something is not going the way it's supposed to go, you as an individual, you as a Nigerian, have the right to express yourself free to say, by the way, I see the government is doing A, B, C, D, but that is not what the government is supposed to be doing. The government is supposed to do uh, E, F, G. Express it confidently, boldly, without fear or favor, because that right has been guaranteed. If maybe you were born a Christian, and when you grow up, you practice Christianity for a while, and you feel like Christianity is not for you anymore, that you want to become a Buddhist, it is within your right to change from Christianity to Buddhism. It's within your right to change from Islam to Christianity or to Buddhism or to traditional worship. You're free to worship any way you want as a Nigerian, as an individual, as a human being. So don't let that right be violated. That is one portion of the Constitution. That's what it's talking about. Then another segment of the Constitution is saying that people cannot force their religion on you, whether in school or in public place. But in Nigerian society, we see people being forced to pursue one religion or the other. That is illegal. That is unconstitutional. We have right to associate ourselves with any religion we choose, with any religion that we think this is a religion that serves you better. That is the religion you should practice. You should not be coerced. You should not be forced or tortured in any shape or form to practice a religion that you don't want to practice. Okay? So that is that aspect of religion or aspect of freedom that we have been guaranteed in our constitution. So speaking of this, let's talk about the incident that happened in Sokoto a few days ago. I'm sure if you're a Nigerian, or even though if you're not a Nigerian, you might have heard that Deborah Yakubu, a student in Sokoto Shehu Shagari College of Education in Sokoto, was beaten mercilessly and set ablaze. She was burnt to death in Sokoto. What was her crime? The crime of late Miss Deborah was that she expressed herself in a WhatsApp forum from her in her school WhatsApp forum. She indicated that the page WhatsApp group was created for dissemination of information, for excitement, for discussion, like schoolwork. The error she made is that she mentioned that what a nonsense prophet. So because she expressed herself and also indicated that the prophet is nonsense, that is why she lost her life today. In a sane society, if Nigeria respect the law, if Nigeria uphold the law of the land, this is not supposed to have happened. Or if Nigerians respect the law of the land, this is not supposed to happen. Why? Because there is due process. In law, there is due process. This is what the law guarantees, as we read in section 38. So if people felt that she have committed a crime by insulting a prophet, that is blasphemy, which blasphemy is a crime in Nigerian law, both in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and in the Penal Code, and as well in Sharia law. And it is true, Sharia law is part of Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. So they could have taken the due process if they're going to take her to the Sharia court or to the magistrate court, customary court, or any of the lower courts, so that you can be tried for the crime she committed. That is due process. And if the judge find her guilty, then the judge should offer a sentence. That is the law. That is how things are supposed to be done in a sane climate. That is why we have a constitution. That is why we have a law. We're supposed to be a society governed by laws. So that could have been the due process. Then when the judge find her guilty and then sentence issue a verdict in her case, then that verdict, the court order will be implemented. That is how it's supposed to be. But what we end up seeing is something totally different. We saw mob action. We saw barbarism. We saw the backwardness of a society, the backwardness of a people. The young lady was beaten mercilessly and burned to death. And people were celebrating it. You can see people celebrating. Someone was saying, I am the one that set her on fire. I have the matches. I have the matchbox. Look at the matchbox. I set her on fire. I set her on fire. Yes, yes. And people were excited. This is barbarism. This is lawlessness. We are a people of law, and we're supposed to abide by the laws of the land. So that is what we witnessed. But one thing people did not notice, it is not just in Sokoto that such mob action happened. Another mob action happened in tandem, almost the same day, almost the same period, in Lekki, Lagos. So in Lekki, Lagos, another mob action happened, which is very sad and disheartening. But we will take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the incidents in Lekki, and then we'll...
This is the former bridge that was here, and this is the old one. So we've seen the structure and what the rent have done. We'll go around and we're taking our assessments from what we're seeing here right now. This is the debris from the old bridge. Beyond down there is where we're taking our assessment point from. Not longer here again because a lot of work should be done. Either you remove this one, the cost of removing this and this will be cost implementation is high as well.
Welcome back. Welcome back. The video you watched is a different one from the one I usually share every Tuesday about the bridge in Obofe Ward, Uhehi Village, Agulojukwu, Agwatalo government of Anambra State. The Bra Bridge failed last year, September 2021, and has been abandoned since. You see, this video is different from the other one I used to send. This is a new video that an engineer obtained a few days ago that I sent an engineer to look at the site again as the community tried to come up with a proposal to submit to the new administration, since the old administration misplaced the previous proposal, which they rejected. So I guess the new administration, which is madness in Nigeria. Nigeria is such an organized society. Government is supposed to be a continuum. If that communities sent a proposal last year, that proposal is supposed to be in the file of the government, but it has been searched. We're trying to obtain the proposals to resubmit it, but we cannot find a proposal. So a new proposal has to be drafted and sent to this new administration of Charles Chukwuma Soludo. And that's why the engineer was sent out to assess and possibly going to do a soil study, which, as I repeat, because that has been done before, do a soil study, do a survey of the area and in design of a new bridge. So that is why I sent the engineer. So hopefully, by God's grace, that will be done, and a new proposal will be sent to the Church of Masaludo. Well, as I said, every Tuesday we'll keep showing the video and talking about and saying one or two things about the bridge until attention is given to it and the right thing is done to better the life for the people of Obofia community of Uhiehi, Agulele-Chukwu, Agwata local government, Anambra State. So yeah, back to the show. Nigerian Constitution and Your Right, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Please join us, and share. Don't come to the show every 9 p.m. on Tuesday and watch alone. It's not fair. It's not fair to your brothers. It's not fair to your sisters. It's not fair to your cousins. It's not fair to your parents. It's not fair to your neighbors. Share the link. Every Tuesday, we'll share this link. You can find them on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. If you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, you will receive notifications. So if you haven't subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you receive notification of the show. When you receive the notification, then you share so that more people will come and learn. This show is supposed to be a learning, it's an educative program to educate Nigerians about their right, to stand for their right. We'll talk about the different segments of the Constitution. So do not miss out and do not allow your friends, family, neighbors, and to miss out on this learning opportunity. And today we're talking about your right, my right of expression, of freedom of expression, freedom of thought, freedom of conscience, and freedom of religious association. You are free to associate with any religion. You are free to think freely. You are free to express yourself. That is what the law of the land said or says in chapter 4, section 38, 1999 as amended. 1999 Constitution as amended. So that is what it said. And I gave you, I reminded you the story of where the mob action and mob setting ablaze of a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the name of late Miss Deborah Yakubu Samuel. She is gone now because her right was violated. Her right of freedom of expression was violated and her life was cut short. And this is not supposed to be happening in a society that is supposed to be governed by law, such as Nigeria. It's high time we rise up and speak up and raise our voice and speak up to the government when things happen like this. Can you believe the audacity of the people who killed someone? They committed a crime by killing Miss Deborah, and yet they are protesting that the government is placing a curfew. That is the audacity. And why is this happening? Because they know that the government is not fully equipped, or not the government have the willpower to implement the law to the fullest, because they always outnumber the government personnel. When the mob action, how many police officers in Nigeria does not have enough police officers to police such uprisings or to police such riots, such unlawful riots? Because that is unlawful. One, all the people that perpetrated such crimes are supposed to be arrested and imprisoned and waiting for trial, but yet they are left free at large, and they are still part of the people destroying property. Do you know, after they have killed Deborah, they went on the street and destroying the properties of Christians who has nothing to do with the incident. One, they committed a crime. Two, they committed more crime because the government is powerless, because the government doesn't have the capacity to implement our laws. That is why we'll have to keep pushing. We'll have to keep pushing and pushing to set up the right set of government, the right set of people in leadership, so that we can have government with capacity. We need millions of police officers in Nigeria, not the ordinary less than 350,000 police officers we have in a country of over 200 million people. It's pathetic, I tell you. So I said, when I come back from break, I will tell you the story, another story that happened in when the one in Sokoto is happening. Another event was happening in Lekki, Lagos. David, a sound engineer, he has a program in Lekki. He took an Okada ride, and guess what? I guess due to 100 naira issue the Okada. I guess he hit the Okada, and the Okada fell, and there was a mob action. All the Okadas in the world, all the Okadas in the Lekki area, they surrounded this guy, David, the sound engineer. They surrounded him and said that he killed the Okada rider. But he did not kill the Okada rider. They did not wait to wake him up. The Okada rider later woke up. But guess what? They have beaten David, the sound engineer in Lekki. They beat him and set him ablaze. Almost the same thing that happened to Deborah in Sokoto. They beat her and set her ablaze, and she was killed. The same thing happened in Lekki. You know, they say, oh, that one happened in the north, barbarism. But the same barbarism have been exported to all parts of the country. This is Lagos. And report says most of these Okada riders they don't know if they are Hausas or if they are foreigners. That begs the question as, who do we allow to enter our country? If they are not Nigerians, then they are foreigners riding Okadas in Nigeria. Do they have the proper documentation? Do they have work permit? So it's high time we respect our laws. The government should respect the laws they're supposed to do. The government, every government official, any elected government official, even appointed government official, gets sworn into their office with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. And they swear to uphold the Constitution, but they have not been doing so. Largely have not been doing so. And why? Why is that so? Can it be improved? Yes, it can be improved. And it can be improved when we get the right people in government, when we allow the right people to govern the affairs of the land. Then our story will change, our land will be better, and our laws should be enshrined supreme, as it ought to be. Not the jungle justice we witness everywhere. We witness jungle justice killing Miss Deborah in Sokoto, and jungle justice killing sound engineer David in Lekki, Lagos. Same period, few days ago, both incidents of jungle justice setting people, Nigerians, ablaze, on fire. Just a few days ago. I'm not talking about stories that happened in 1960 or 1914. I'm talking about things that happened a few days ago. If I start listening about other ones that have happened, hundreds of people burned to death, hundreds of people killed, slaughtered, all due to religious intolerance or ethnic intolerance. In disregard, and this just it's important to know that this is in disregard of our Constitution, because our Constitution guarantees everyone's freedom of expression, freedom of expression, freedom of association, freedom of thought and conscience. We'll take a quick break, and when we'll come back, we'll raise some comments. So if you haven't commented, please comment, ask questions as we're about to wrap up today's show. So a quick break so that I can talk to you about election.
Register to vote and collect your PVC now. Affliction shall not rise a second time.
That is why we members of Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, GCSDN, is calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, religion and political affiliation, to embrace our new formula known as 23 unto 23. which means you must encourage 23 persons to register for their voters card. Then the 23 persons should get another 23 persons to register too for their PVC. If 23 is multiplied by 23, we shall arrive at 529 voters card. If 189,035 of us do this, we shall have 100 million voters ready gidigba for the 2023 elections. By December
2022,
GCSDN shall organize a global online election where we shall all choose the presidential candidate to support in the 2023 elections. We must elect a patriotic and visionary servant, a servant that will put our country and our citizens' rights above his or her personal interests. Oya, let the journey begin.
This message is powered by Prince Ewemade Concourse, PROGCSDN.
Welcome back. And you saw that is a little jingle powered by the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy, encouraging each and every one of you about the importance of voting and telling you to get your PVC and go out en masse and vote. And the goal is to have 100 million votes in 2023 election. It's been sad that less than 30 million have been voting for the past at least maybe 3 cycles of a general election. Last year, last election in 2019, less than 30,000. 2015, less than 30,000. 2011, I can't remember the statistic, but it's probably less than 30 million. So less than 30 million, less than 30 million, less than 30 million. So, and we have a population of 200 million plus, and yet our voting power is very, very minimal. And guess what? We usually have over 80 million registered voters before any of the general election. So we have, even though we don't have 100 million registered voters in all of this election, but we have over 80 million registered voters. But out of 80 million, only about 20 something million or 30, let's say 30, let's round it up, 30 million people vote. So that's even less than 15% of the registered voters. So we need to change that if we are serious about building a better country. Because the more will come out to vote, the difficult it is to rig an election. It's difficult for the wrong people to get into office because people that know who they want to vote, who have studied the candidate can come out and vote. But the sad thing is that those educated folks, working class professionals that have read and know the antecedents of candidates, they don't come out and vote en masse. They stay in their rooms, in their apartment, in their houses, watching TV and say, I don't care about this election. And then magically they expect to have better leaders when they did not come and vote the better leaders into office. So we need to change our mindset. We need to change our attitude. Register to vote, get your PVC, and come out en masse 2023 and vote in the right leaders in all levels, local government, state, federal, and all tiers of government, House of Reps, senators, and House of Assembly members. Come out and vote. Vote the right people. Start learning about the candidates. Know who should earn your vote. And in that build up to the election, Global Coalition for Security and Democracy is having an online election December this year, so that anyone that emerged as a winner of that online election becomes, will become the endorsed candidate of GCSDN, and will promote that person and all our platform and encourage people and teach people about what these people have done so that people can actually know what this person have done to earn the vote of Nigerians. And this is where I leave you today. Okay, question. Let me see if there's more comments. So Fred Richards comment, and then this person, Adetayo Bamista, they say, hello, people, please kindly help me with any amount. I don't have anything to eat. I wanted to buy food stuff and I'm doing this out of frustration. Please help me. God bless you. So anyone can help help this person. Adetayo Bamisade. God will bless you richly. So this is where I leave you today. So please come next Tuesday to join our conversation. Keep commenting. Invite people every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Nigerian time. 9 p.m. Nigerian time. This is a very important show that we need to take seriously as Nigerians to learn about our rights. And by the way, just a sneak peek. I'll be coordinating with a team. So I'm chairing a team of people coming together so that we can host a national quiz on the Nigerian Constitution. That's just a sneak peek. Don't tell anyone yet. More detail will come as we keep planning, organizing, and we'll get you to know more about this quiz as we go further in the plans. Thank you very much for being part of the show. Keep sharing, like this channel, like this show, and share and share. Invite more people every Tuesday. Don't watch alone, don't learn alone. Knowledge is power. Share, share, share. Thank you, and God bless you.